dear students and friends, welcome to my page Kids Learning Classroom Style. मैं शिखा, आप सबको मेरा जय श्री श्याम. Hope you all are doing good, and today's subject is English grammar and topic is prepositions. So today in this video we will know what are prepositions, the commonly used prepositions, and if there are any guidelines or rules to use these prepositions. So we would have heard the words like on, in, under, around, down, up. So all these words are called prepositions. And then what do? They basically connect the noun or pronoun and other words in a sentence. So therefore prepositions are short connector words. So these are short connector words like on, in, at, that shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and other words in a sentence, often indicating time, location, direction or purpose. So these prepositions, the definitions are, what are these? These are short connector words that are used to show the relationship between a noun, a pronoun and the other words in a sentence. The example of prepositions are in, an, as, by, etc. And what do they signify or what do they indicate? So they indicate time, they indicate location, they indicate direction, and they indicate the purpose. So prepositions combine with a noun or pronoun to form a prepositional phrase which provides additional context when, where or why something is happening. So prepositions, when we combine them with a noun or pronoun, they form a prepositional phrase. And what information do they provide us? They provide us about when, where and why something is happening. So here if we see, the river flowed under the bridge. So here under is the preposition. The horse was in the stable. So where was the horse? It was in the stable. The book was on the table. So where was the book? So book was on the table. So these words like in, under, on are all preposition. So here is a list of prepositions that I have segregated based on when do we use, when we refer to time, location, movement and other relationships. So when we generally in a sentence, if there is something that is in relation to the time, when we are referring to time, what do we use? We use at, on, in, before, during, after and since. So these prepositions are used when we are referring or in a sentence when it indicates about any time. Location, when we refer to anything in location, then which prepositions we use? We use under, over, above, in, out, on, at, by. And to signify movement, what do we use? To, into, towards, through, across, up, down, around. And the other relationships are for, by, from, of, as, with, about. So these are the prepositions that we use because it indicates what? Indicates time, it indicates location, it indicates direction or movement and other purposes. So these are the various prepositions that we use in relevant to these things: time, location, movement and other relationships. So example, the cat is climbing up a tree. So what is the cat doing? So cat is climbing up the tree. So here if we see, up is what? It's a movement because the cat is climbing. So what we have used? We have used up. Mohan lives in a farm outside the city. So here if we'll see, where is Mohan living? So he lives in a farm that is outside the city. So this tells us about the location of Mohan house. Then okay, so in preposition there is no such guidelines or rules as to when should we use on, or when should we use at, or when should we use in. So these are basically these needs to be judged based on the entire context of the sentence. Although there are hardly any rules to define when to use which preposition, when using a preposition, it is necessary to have the subject and a verb before it and should be followed by a noun. So when we are using a preposition, there has to be what? A subject and a verb before it and should be followed by a noun. So in general, we use in for enclosed space. So when we are referring to something which is enclosed space, like rooms or countries, then we use in. For example, in the house, or lives in London, etc. And also for general periods, so something not specific but we refer to something in general, then we use in. So example, in the morning, in the evening. On is used for a flat surfaces, roads or floors. Example, on the table, on the street. Also for specific dates or days or dates, on Friday, on Tuesday. Examples. At is used for specific points or locations. Example, at the corner, at school. And also for specific times, at 8 p.m, at 9. So these are very general context of when we use in, on and at, but specifically there isn't any rules or guidelines which defines about when do we use all these prepositions. These prepositions are purely used based on the entire context of the subject of the sentence, what we are referring to, what the subject we are referring to, and what action, because verb is what it tells us about the action. So what action is the subject doing? So based on that we use these prepositions. So here let's understand this with help of example. So where is the eraser? So eraser is on the box, because on is generally for a flat surface. So this is eraser is on the box. So now if I open this box, where is the clip? So the clip is inside the box. It is in the box. Now here I have, so here if you will see, there's a small yellow ball under the table. So what we will use under the table. And then if you see, there is a big ball there, that is behind the table. That is behind the table. If this ball is moved towards the left hand side, then what it will become? It will become beside the table. Yes, so these are few examples that I thought of quoting, because it's easy, and I cannot show or quote all the possible example, but yeah, whatever was possible I tried doing it to explain to you. So if we are able to see, if there is something that is kept on a very flat surface, we will use on. If anything is if any subject is and inside the box, like there is an enclosed, when you see that there is something which is having the boundaries all around, what do we use? We generally use in or inside. So inside and in, these things purely depends on the overall context. So Priya is in her room. Yes, so here in is again we are using because it is a enclosed area, and it signifies the subject here is under some enclosed place, so we are using in. So so we have completed the theoretical part of the topic. So now we will move on to the worksheet, which I generally try to cover on my videos to for you guys to practice and have a very clear clarity about the topic that we have discussed. So once we have you have covered or noted the points of the concept, it's important that simultaneously you guys even do these worksheets, because these will help you to clarify all your doubts. So here we have to fill in the blanks with the appropriate prepositions. The chocolates are dash the jar. So here, as this in general, if you'll see the chocolates, where do we keep? We generally keep in the jar. So it will be in the jar. The dog is running dash the park. The puppy is sitting dash the chair. So here it can be on the chair or under the chair. Yes. The book is dash the shelf. They are now dash their way to London. His true life is dash his book. What are you carrying? Dash your arm. Dad bought a new dress. Dash me. Mary took a slice. Dash the cake. Children are having fun. Dash the pool. A dog is dash the mat. The aeroplane flew dash the building. They have been staying here dash 10 years. So here if you see, it's a timeline. So for timeline, what do we use? We can use since, we can use, so here we'll use since. I shall return dash an hour. The clock is dash the wall. Then in the next set of questions, we have to underline the prepositions in these below sentences. They walked across the bridge. The dog is under the table. So these prepositions, my dear students, in grade 1 you will be taught like in, at, on or under. When you move to grade 2, there will be some more 4 to 5 prepositions that gets introduced to you in grade 3. So therefore there will be a lot of these prepositions topic will be there in your syllabus the moment you start your primary classes. In this video I have covered the general context of when do we use prepositions. I have not made a separate videos of as per the classes, because it's not possible to do that. But for you guys to understand what does prepositions means and what are those prepositions, what do they indicate, is what this particular video is all about. They are playing basketball outside. He is in front of the house. The book is on the table. The cat jumped onto the chair. They arrived after the movie started. The meeting is scheduled at noon. The gift is inside the box. The shoes are hidden under the bed. The bag is behind the door. And for the students who are under grade 1 and 2, so the prepositions to them are given generally in these picture format. So here I have got for you so in this I have drawn a picture. So where do you see the letter is? So on and under. Then submarine is on and under. Where the book kept, on and under. Eggs are on and under. The pencil is on, in, on, beside. The ball is on, under, behind. The cat is behind, on, over. The sun is behind, over, on. The bird is on and under. Then the pencil is under, on, in. Then the bird is under, between, over. The pencils is in, inside, on, and the clock is on, in, under. So here these are the subjects here. So we have to see these, identify the subject and then circle the correct prepositions in this picture activity. You can just mark 1 2 3 4 and then you can do it, solve it on your own. These are pretty much very easy and very useful for the grades who are of class 1 and 2, because these kind of questions is what they generally get in their exams. So here we have come to an end of our today's topic, which is prepositions. Do not forget to like and share the video. If you have still not subscribed, do subscribe my channel. There I have uploaded quite a few projects on my Facebook page and on the YouTube channel, along with the Diwali greetings. Do watch, do create some for your friends and family. And if you want, you can even tag me on those pictures that you have created, using my idea. I'll be very happy to see those. We'll meet very soon with new topic. Tab tak ke liye bye bye and take care.